Happy Monday, everybody. Welcome to the Rehash. This is Pastor Dave, and we're going to talk from the study that we did yesterday in Revelation chapter 3 on the Church of Philadelphia. This is one of two churches that Jesus did not have something bad to say, and so we can learn even more from what they did right. And what did they do right? Well, they obeyed. I know it sounds like a simple thing, but it was because of their obedience that Jesus says, you kept my name, you kept my word, that you, even though your strength is little, this is going to make you an overcomer. This is going to make you successful. Psalm 128 tells us that the fear of the Lord and walking in obedience to Him will produce for us, and we'll be able, because of that, to receive the fruit of our labors. And really, isn't that what we want? We want to live a life that's beneficial to the kingdom of God. We don't want to live our lives in vain and striving and doing things that just don't matter. We want to spend ourselves. We want to do something that matters. And if you really want to know what matters, find out what God says to do and do it. Sometimes you may feel like you have little strength, like the church at Philadelphia. I have little physical strength. I'm really tired. I don't feel like it. I have little mental strength, little emotional strength. And that's the time when you simply must obey. And in obedience, there is the place of God's blessing. You know, Samson was a great man who was called to be set apart as a Nazirite for God. But you know, he never really did what God wanted. He kind of did his own thing until the end of his life, when he's got his eyes gouged out and he's locked up in chains. It's then when he prays. Church, let's not let that be us. If you're watching this today, don't let that be said of you. You waited to the end of your life to finally obey. Let's start receiving the fruit of our labor and the blessing of God now in our lives, and find ourselves pleasing in God's eyes now. That if He was to come back and say, hey, that church, you people, because you, even though you had little strength, you are pleasing to me because you are faithful in keeping my name, faithful in keeping my word. I pray today that you're faithfully obedient, because faithful obedience is stronger than great strength. That's your rehash for today. Hope you're encouraged. I love you, praying for you, and look forward to seeing you next week. God bless you.